Let me ask you something. When you go shopping, book a flight, or grab dinner with friends, do you instinctively pull out your debit card? If so, you're not alone. Millions of people rely on debit cards every day without a second thought. But there's one group that typically doesn't, the rich. That's right, many wealthy individuals avoid using debit cards altogether. And it's not because they can't afford to. It's because they understand how money works. And more importantly, how tools like debit and credit cards affect their financial security, leverage, and long-term wealth. The way you manage transactions might seem like a minor detail, but over time, it shapes your entire financial ecosystem. In this video, we're breaking down why the wealthy almost never use debit cards and what they use instead to protect their money, build better credit, access powerful perks, and ultimately grow their wealth. If you want to think like the wealthy, it starts with understanding their mindset around everyday spending. Let's dive in. Debit cards. The truth. Debit cards are linked directly to your checking account. Every time you swipe, the money comes out immediately. It's convenient. There's no bill to pay later, no chance of overspending, and it's often the first card people use when they open a bank account. But convenience often comes with a cost, especially when you're talking about protecting your money. If someone steals your debit card number and starts making fraudulent purchases, that money is gone from your account instantly. Yes, banks may reimburse you eventually, but during that waiting period, your actual money is missing. You might have bills due, rent to pay, or payroll to cover if you run a business, and you're stuck. That's a huge financial vulnerability. Now contrast that with credit cards. If your credit card is compromised, it doesn't touch your bank account at all. You simply dispute the charges, freeze the card, and move on. Most major credit card providers offer zero liability for fraud. That means you're not on the hook for a single cent. The money never leaves your possession. The rich understand this all too well. They're not paranoid, but they are intentional. When you have more to lose, you take more care in protecting it. Wealthy people prioritize capital preservation. That's why, for them, the risk of using debit cards isn't worth the trade-off. Credit cards equals strategic tools. So what do the wealthy use instead? Credit cards, but not in the way you might think. They don't treat them as an excuse to spend money they don't have. They treat them as strategic financial tools, levers that unlock value, perks, and protection. First, let's talk about rewards. Most high-end credit cards offer cashback, travel points, airline miles, hotel upgrades, and more. For the wealthy, who may spend thousands each month on both personal and business expenses, those rewards add up fast. Imagine earning 2 to 5% back on purchases you're already making. Over the course of a year, that could be hundreds or even thousands of dollars in value. Then there's the fraud protection and purchase security that comes built in. Many premium credit cards extend warranties on electronics and appliances, offer price protection if the item goes on sale shortly after purchase, and include return guarantees even when the store doesn't accept them. If you're spending big, these features are not just nice to have. They're powerful tools that protect every dollar. And let's not forget about travel perks. The rich often travel for business or leisure, and credit cards can offer things like airport lounge access, priority boarding, travel insurance, lost baggage reimbursement, and even private concierge services. That's not luxury. It's leveraging your lifestyle to make it more seamless and secure. But here's the key difference. The wealthy don't carry balances. They use credit cards for benefits, but pay them off in full each month. That means no interest, no debt, just pure utility. This is strategic credit use, and it's something anyone can adopt, regardless of income level. Building credit equals building wealth. Credit isn't just about convenience. It's about leverage. And wealthy people understand that better than anyone. Your credit score affects your ability to get loans, mortgages, business credit, and favorable insurance rates. It even plays a role in job applications or apartment approvals in some areas. Building and maintaining strong credit isn't optional if you want financial freedom. It's essential. Debit cards, however, do nothing to help your credit score. You can use one for years, but it won't show up on your credit report. That's a missed opportunity. Every time you swipe a debit card, you're spending your own money without building a financial track record. Credit cards, on the other hand, report your activity to credit bureaus. Responsible use meaning low balances and on-time payments, boost your score over time. The rich know that a good credit score is a silent asset. It opens doors to better loan terms, higher credit limits, and favorable deals that compound wealth. Consider real estate. If a wealthy individual wants to invest in a property, their strong credit allows them to secure lower interest rates. Over a 30-year mortgage, that could mean saving tens of thousands of dollars. That's not luck, it's credit leverage. And it starts with choosing the right payment tools every day. Protection and perks the rich expect. The perks of using credit cards aren't just about rewards, they're about expectations. Wealthy people expect their money to come with security and benefits. That's why they choose cards that provide real value beyond the transaction itself. Let's start with travel insurance. Many premium cards include trip cancellation coverage, lost baggage protection, and emergency medical care abroad. That's crucial when you're spending $5,000 on an international trip, or even if you just want peace of mind for a weekend getaway. Then there's car rental insurance. Instead of paying the rental company's expensive daily coverage fee, your credit card often includes primary insurance. That could save you hundreds on a single rental. Price protection is another powerful perk. Say you buy a laptop for $1,200 and 2 weeks later it drops to $999. If your credit card offers price protection, you can request a refund for the difference. That's smart spending. And don't overlook extended returns. Some cards allow you to return items up to 90 days after purchase, even if the store only accepts returns for 30 days. That's peace of mind you won't get with a debit card. All these benefits may seem small on their own, but stacked over time, they create an entire financial ecosystem of protection and power. That's what the rich are buying into. Not with money, but with strategy. Not reckless spending. Now let's address a common myth. Credit cards are dangerous because they encourage overspending. It's true that many people fall into debt using credit cards irresponsibly, but the solution isn't to avoid them altogether. It's to use them wisely. The rich know how to harness credit without falling into the trap of interest and debt. They automate payments so they never miss a due date. They track rewards and point values like they would an investment portfolio. They use credit cards to organize spending, streamline expenses, and even earn free travel. They treat credit as a disciplined system, not an invitation to spend recklessly. In fact, some wealthy individuals go as far as setting fixed limits for certain categories, like dining, shopping, or business expenses, and monitor those closely. That level of control is easier with credit cards because of the detailed statements, budgeting integrations, and analytics tools they offer. Remember, it's not the credit card that's the problem, it's how people use it. When used responsibly, credit cards offer massive upside with very little downside. Final takeaway, debit cards are passive. They react to spending without offering anything back. They expose your actual cash to fraud, offer no meaningful protection, and contribute nothing to your creditworthiness. Credit cards, when used smartly, are proactive financial tools. They protect your capital, reward your spending, and help build a credit history that pays dividends for years to come. The rich don't use debit cards for everyday purchases because they understand the value of every transaction. They want protection, perks, and long-term leverage. And guess what? You don't have to be rich to adopt that mindset. You can start today by applying for a responsible credit card, setting up automatic payments, tracking your expenses, and earning rewards while protecting your money. These small steps, taken consistently, create a foundation for serious wealth building. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Here on WealthWise Daily, we drop weekly tips on saving smarter, earning passively, and building a financial life with real freedom and intention. Have questions about credit strategy or want to know which cards the wealthy actually use? Drop a comment below and we'll cover it in a future video. Thanks for watching. And remember, money isn't just for spending, it's for building.